Jean Klein talks about Plato's journey through unknowing. He who has been led by his teacher in the matters of love to this point, correctly observing step by step the objects of beauty, when approaching his final goal, will of a sudden catch sight of a nature of amazing beauty. And this, Socrates, is indeed the cause of all his former efforts. This nature is, in the first place, for all time, neither coming into being nor passing into dissolution, neither growing nor decaying. Secondly, it is not beautiful in one part or at one time, but ugly in another part or at another time, nor beautiful towards one thing, but ugly towards another, nor beautiful here and ugly there, as if beautiful to some, but ugly to others. Again, this beauty will not appear to him as partaking of the level of beauty of the human face or hands or any other part of the body, neither of any kind of reason nor any branch of science, nor existing in any other being, such as in a living creature or in earth or in heaven or anything else, but only in the ever-present unity of beauty itself, in itself, with itself, from which all other beautiful things are derived, but in such a manner that these others come into being and pass into dissolution. But it experiences no expansion nor contraction, nor suffers any change. Whenever a man ascending on the return journey from these mortal things, by a right feeling of love for youth, begins to catch sight of that beauty, he is not far from his goal. This is the correct way of approaching or being led by another to the realm of love, beginning with beautiful things in this world and using them as steps, returning ever on and upwards for the sake of that absolute beauty, from one to two, and from two to all beautiful embodiments, and then from beautiful embodiment to beautiful practices, and from practices to the beauty of knowledge of many things. And from these branches of knowledge, one comes finally to the absolute knowledge, which is none other than knowledge of that absolute beauty, and rests finally in the realization of what the absolute beauty is. Sin Sin Ming. Sin Sin Ming is one of the first known treatises of Chan, which later became Zen Buddhism. Sengti's Tan is the author, and he was the third patriarch of Chan Buddhism after Bodhidharma. The Great Way knows no difficulties, since it is beyond all choosing. Be free from hate and love, then it appears in perfect clarity. If one strays from it by a hair's breadth, heaven and earth are born. If you wish to find it, be neither for nor against anything. The conflict between for and against is the sickness of the mind. If you do not understand the deep meaning of the way, you waste your time pacifying the mind. As perfect as vast space, Nothing is lacking to the way. Nothing is beyond it. It is due to making choices that we lose sight of its nature. Neither pursue the world of causality, nor dwell in inner vacuity or emptiness. When the mind rests serene in the one, dualism vanishes of itself. When the unity is not lived, we lose sight of the way. Denying the world can lead to its total negation, and maintaining the void is a contradiction in itself. The more we speak, the more we intellectualize, the further astray from the way. A way then with wordiness and intellection, and always freely open to us. Returning to the root, we regain the meaning. Chasing after appearances, we lose the origin. The moment our attention turns inward, we go beyond the void of worldly things. The play of manifestation appears real, all because of ignorance. No need to search for truth, just put an end to points of view. Do not linger in duality. Attentively avoid remaining there. If the least trace of right and wrong appear, confusion ensues, clarity of mind is lost. Duality exists because of the one, but be not attached to this one. Once the mind is undisturbed, we give no hold to the 10,000 things. If things do not attract or offend us, they are as if non-existent. When the mind is undisturbed, where is the mind? When the subject is desireless, where is the object? Non-existent object, non-existent mind. The object exists for a subject, and the subject exists for an object. Know that this relativity has its root in the oneness of the void. In the oneness of the void, the two are one, and each contains in itself the 10,000 things. Making no distinction between this and that, how could a prejudiced or fragmentary view arise? The Great Way is vast and serene. In it, nothing is easy, nothing is difficult. Particular points of view are wavering and irresolute. Conceived in haste, they only detain us. Attachments know no bounds. We are sure to go astray. Let go, and things follow their own nature. Their essence remains unaffected. Intervene not in the nature of things, and you are in accord with the way. Serene, at ease, free from all conflict. But if our thoughts are restrained, we turn away from the truth. They grow dull and heavy, and are subject to error. When they are in error, the mind is disturbed. Then, what is the use of avoiding this and desiring that? If you want to follow the path of the one vehicle, harbor no aversions to objects of the six senses. With neither complicity nor aversion for objects of the six senses, dwell in enlightenment. The wise are not willful, while the ignorant forge their own chains. Although the Dharma knows no distinctions, we blindly stay attached to particular things. It is our own minds that create illusion. Is this not the greatest of contradictions? Ignorance begets the duality of rest and unrest. Illumination annihilates attachment and aversion. All forms of duality are traps contrived by the ignorant mind. Visions and dreams, flowers in the air. Why should we bother to grasp hold of them? Gain and loss, true and false, let them go once and for all. For an eye which never sleeps, all dreams vanish of themselves. If the mind does not lose itself in differences, the 10,000 things are of one single identity. Once we understand the mystery of things in their single identity, suddenly all attachment leaves us. When the 10,000 things are seen in their oneness, we return to the source and remain what we are. Seek not the wherefore of things, and you attain a state beyond comparison. Arrested movement is no movement, and rest set in motion is no rest. The frontiers of the ultimate are not guarded by rules or measures. The mind integrated in the essence of unity, all activity has its source in silence. When doubts are swept away, all hesitation disappears. Right faith is restored to its natural straightness. Nothing to retain, nothing to remember. All is void, lucid, and self-illuminating. No strain, no effort, no wastage of energy. The Absolute is not a place measurable by thought. Knowledge is unable to fathom it. In the supreme realm of true identity, there is neither other nor self. In not being two, all is the same. There is nothing not contained therein. The wise in every locality all enter into the primary origin. The origin is beyond time and space. One instant is like unto 10,000 years. Neither present nor absent, despite all conditioning. It is manifest everywhere before you. The infinitely small is infinitely large. When one is not lost in the manifestation. The infinitely large is infinitely small when the eye no longer splits things apart. What is the same as what is not. What is not is the same as what is. There, where this state is not evident, one must not sojourn. The one is in the multiple. The multiple is in the one. If this truth is realized, of what use to attain to perfection? The vacant mind is non-dual, and the non-dual is the vacuity, the emptiness. Here the paths of language fail, for this is not of the past, nor present, nor future.